Mr. Berglund?
Well, maybe William, if you want to introduce yourself and then
Oh,
discuss
yes, I
discuss
would, yes. My
maybe explain what we're going to be talking about.
Yes. So I'm Will. I am a director of a small business, Wilmot's Property Services, with about 35 to 40 employees. And one of the problems I have, I'd like you to help me solve, is passwords for the employees and what we should be suggesting to them and how to keep their passwords secure, or what other mechanisms we can use or solutions we can use. So,
Okay. So I'm Mikael Berglund, owner and director of 76 Bits. We provide technology consultancy to companies like Wilmots in and around the London area. But that is a very good question about passwords. It's becoming more and more important to manage the many sites that we log into, banking sites, general line of business apps that you use on a day-to-day basis. They recommend now that each password should be unique on each site, and our small little brains, I don't think we'll be able to remember hundreds and hundreds of unique passwords. So nowadays, most browsers have a built-in password manager, but that offers sort of basic services. But then you may want to elevate that to a paid-for, business-orientated password manager, the likes of, for example, I use one called Bitwarden. There's others that we're currently trialing. One's called Keeper, but there are also many ones called LastPass, OnePass. It's something that any small business owner can research themselves, but happily guide them where needed. So yeah.
so would you then have a like one, for example, you'd subscribe to one of these, say Bitwarden or one of the others, and have like what 40 users or something like that, and you'd have so you can all of the employees can use it, or how would it work?
Yeah, normally you would start a trial with one of these companies or products just to get one or two people familiar with the product or service. Then you can start rolling it out to all your employees. Each one would get their own sort of locker of all their passwords. You can also store other things in there. It can be secure credit card details, other notes. Maybe it's the pin to the alarm system. It's all about securing notes, passwords, other sort of information that needs to be only you need access to it. But one of the beauty things also, you can then share if one of your services that you use, might be, but you'd have a shared login. You don't have an
Yeah.
individual login.
Yeah.
You can then manage that over, say, 5 of your employees need to log into, I know one of your companies is WebDaddy or
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
similar. You can, if someone leaves, you want to change that password, but and tell all the other employees what that new password is. So
Yeah.
it's called password management in a nutshell.
Oh, that's useful. But what happens if someone, yeah, as you said, I'm talking about someone leaving. So if, for example, you've got they've got Bitwarden so, on their work computer, I assume then you wouldn't want them to store any of their own banking details or anything like that in there.
Not really. I mean, that's a bit of training and education. You try and tell them to keep those things separate,
Yeah.
work life separate from your personal life.
Yeah.
But some of the benefits of paying for a service is that they can have two split accounts. One is a work related one, and they've also got like a bonus to the employee. They
Okay.
get to
Yeah.
use the personal one for free, and it's
Yeah.
bundled into the cost. So
And then will they then, for example, if they do leave, can they then take that free one with them?
I've not tried that. That's possible. One thing we
Yeah.
could ask some of these suppliers. I think you can export, normally a lot of these you can export from
Yeah.
XYZ company to another service. And also a lot of for example, Bitwood, you can import from various other competitors. Yeah, they try and make it as easy to
Yeah.
move from one to another.
So if you were like Bob Kapowski and you're working for Wilmots, and you wanted to save all your passwords for, I don't know, the Times or Telegraph or the Sun or whatever it is, and then you also wanted to store your bank details, you'd say, okay, what you want to do is you want to keep your personal ones in one side, then and on the other side, if you've got like WebDaddy, Good Lord, or whatever stuff for the firm, then
Yeah.
that is a different side. So
Separate
you'd have
locker, yeah.
a different login for. You'd still be able to log in on your normal PC, or your normal login, your work login, but you would have two different Bitwarden logins,
Yeah, effectively two lockers, yeah. I
two
think
lockers.
that's, and it does vary slightly between the products, how they word it or
Yeah.
how they manage that. But yeah, I
So
mean, I
so
did.
you wouldn't recommend putting a post-it on your laptop with your passwords on.
I would not recommend that, William. You've been learning very well from some of the cyber smart training and for the cyber essentials certification that we're going through with you.
Okay, fantastic. Very useful. Well, that is some great top tips about password managers.
Thanks
Thank
very
you
much,
very
William.
much.